and welcome to episode 20 of the Dream Park series. In the last episode, if you didn't catch it, we built this pretty crazy looking mechanical yeti sitting in this void room, which will be sort of like a boss battle area of the ride, even though you only see it for like 2 seconds, so I don't really think it can be classed as a boss battle, but I think it'll be the first time that you properly encounter this guy. Not only that, we started building a bunch of these tunnels, pitch black, but these tunnels, whoa, the coaster, but these tunnels going through the mountain, sort of acting like caves and stuff like that, just tunnels really. And actually in between episodes I did something. Let me know if you spot anything different. Do you see it? Do you see it? How about now? Do you see it now? Yep, I got rid of the birthday area. I really did not like how it looked. I really didn't. It's been bugging me for a while. But I still did like the cake smashing idea, so I just put this little area here where you can get your photo taken smashing cake into my face. And I also put some balloons flying up in the air and someone flying in the air here next to the fireworks show. So yeah, I think this is something that we can all get behind. It did not look good. But anyway, on to what we're doing in today's episode. Today, like I mentioned, we're gonna have to be building up this entire void room boss. I don't know what to call this. We're gonna be building up this got a light up here just to light up the whole area, as like I really can't tell where the room ends and where it begins. I have no idea. I think we'll also need to build some more of the mountain. And there are a few more spots where we need to do some tunneling, so I think that's what we're gonna be doing. A lot of building today. I hope you're excited. This is this is the second episode that this series is returning. But yeah, I hope you're excited. If you are, make sure to subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. To get to 30,000 subscribers and overtake Kizy. Come on, subscribe. Okay, I think the first thing that I want to do is build some more of these tunnels. Now we've got this bit right here that we need to tunnel up. It is the brake section of the ride, as you can see right. That was perfectly timed. And it just goes off all the way back to the station. There's also this part right here that we'll need to tunnel off somehow. But first of all, I want to do this area. Okay, I think if we just grab the tunnels that we built from the last episode, hopefully angle it in the best way we can, just whack it there, and I think we should be alright. Just copy and paste this all through the brake run or the brake track. I don't know what this is called. Okay, that seems to be fine. Now just gonna make sure that this connects up somehow. Doesn't matter if it's rough because it's literally a cave. Okay, I've covered up all these holes right here. Wasn't actually too difficult. I'm just gonna detail all the interior of this tunnel right here with just a whole bunch of pipes of rocks and trees. I mean these sort of trees. The trees that make it look like vines and moss. So yeah, I'm gonna see you when I've done that. Alright, not too long later, I've fully finished the inside of this tunnel. It's just a whole bunch of pipes and rocks and vines. It's not too much. But what I think I want to do now is continue the terrain on this mountain. As you can see, there is so much to be done. So I think it's time for another time lapse!
Don't stop.
Alright, I'm stuck under a building, and about half an hour later, I think we have done with the terrain. Done a little bit up here. I've added the tree because I thought it would look kind of cool having a tree on the mountain. I also filled up this side and added some more snow to the ground. It actually doesn't seem like much, but it's placing rocks, which takes forever. But you can finally see the mountain slowly coming together, and I love it. It looks so cool. But now that we've done that, what I want to do now is actually begin working on the inside of this room. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't actually have much of an idea of what I want to do. All that I know that I want to do is build like these sort of style buildings that we've built out here. Something similar to that, but in here. And maybe like the Yeti's on top of one of them, or maybe like in the middle of one of them, and there's just surrounding here. Maybe we're like in a, I remember saying stalactites and stalagmites in the last episode. We could have it like sort of like a half factory cave thing. Oh, I think I might do that. Where all the walls are, well, I don't know how good this will look, but all the walls aren't void, but instead we're in like a cave. First of all, before we build any buildings, what I want to do first is make this look like a cave, or the best we can. I think the way to do that is, first of all, I don't like the ground texture. I think we need to change it up to a literal rock texture. No, maybe not actually a literal rock texture. How about limestone? No, limestone. I think sandstone it is. And the first thing that I want to do is actually make the ground less flat. We're gonna bump it up a bit, so I think what we should do is we could try the pillow method again. The easiest way to do that is just yoink the ground that we used outside and just bring it in, paint it up, shrink it down a bit, get rid of this ground. So now we can go even lower. And now we just gotta place this everywhere. We just gotta make it as bumpy as we can. Okay, I've made the entire floor bumpy. And actually, while doing that, I realized that the walls are too flat. So I think our best bet is actually, I think we should be able to make the walls bumpy as well. Now, I don't think we have to do it for the entire thing, like these two walls, because you don't see those on the right. So I don't think I'll do that. There's also this weird area here, which will be an absolute nightmare to fix. But you don't see that on the right either, so I'm not gonna fix it. So what we gotta do now is actually just bumpify this wall up just by doing what we do for the ground, but at a 90-degree angle. So once again, I'll see you in a second. Okay, I've done the walls, I've done the ceiling as well. And you're probably thinking, what's next to do is to detail the cave up. But I'm not gonna do that just yet. First of all, I want to build all the buildings that will be in this cave. I don't know if that'll be 1 or 2 or however many. I want to get the buildings done, and then I'll do the stalactites, stalagmites, the details, the vines, the moss. After that, so I don't accidentally place a stalactite or something where the building will go on top of. Now, I'm not entirely sure what building will go here, but just something that looks dieselpunky. And I guess something that has a big balcony, I guess. We can have a massive building like right here. And we can have it on like supports. So if I just yoink these, man, it's so hard to navigate this area. You bump into literally everything. And then just put it under it. It looks like an oil rig for some reason. And let's also support the balcony. We could maybe try and put like a pipe, or maybe it's a burst pipe, like on the balcony. Okay, I feel like this is a pretty good base. Now we just need to texture it out using the textures that we always use, like the brown pavement, the concrete texture. And I'd usually put snow in it, but we're underground, so I guess no snow. And I think for the tanker that I wanted to add, I think I'll just yoink this one. It looks pretty good. And you're probably wondering how on earth we're gonna fit this, and I'm wondering that as well. Maybe we can put it in the wall, like that. Now if we just copy the base, like that top part that's on top of it, rotate it around and just lower it, just add some more factory stuff to the cave. And I also think I want to add some smoke chimneys on the side of the building and just give the building a bit more detail. Oh, we can add some, not only did I yoink this like AC unit, which we can just plonk right there. I also remember that I put a lot of snowy rocks on it, so how about we just put some normal rocks on it? Maybe to make it look like debris from the ceiling of the cave. Don't ask me why there are snowy rocks on top of the normal buildings that aren't under the cave, but they're there. Oh yeah, and maybe some on top of the tanker as well just makes sense, especially the fact that it's smashed in the wall. And I also want to add some windows. That's what we're missing. That's why the building looks so freaking odd. And pipes! Oh man, I forgot about the pipes. Bro, I used to add pipes to literally everything. How could I forget that? First of all, the windows. Oh, we can maybe make them a bit wonky because we are underground. Why does that kind of look like... Why does that look like eyes? Okay, there we go. I like it. Now, I think all we need to do is maybe add some pipes coming out of here. Just going straight into the ground like that. Now we just got to build a few more of them. There we go, making sure we use the basalt texture. Like I mentioned last episode, it's a really good texture for pipes. Okay, now that we've done all that, I think, I'm gonna be real, I don't think I want to add any other buildings in here because you fly through that fast as well. And if I add anything over here, you're not going to see it. If I add anything over there, you're only going to see it for about half a second. So I think what I'm going to do is just get started on building the scenery inside of this cave. So moss, rocks, stalactites, stalagmites, all that lovely stuff. So let's get started. First of all, I want to build a stalactite. Now, I only know this from Minecraft. Never actually seen them in real life, but they're really big old pointy stuff in the ground. So yeah. I think if I just do like a massive clump of them like this, it should be a pretty nice base to work off of for stalactites. Oh, I like that. Using the sandstone texture, of course. Let's actually add a few of these all over the place. This will 100% bring home the fact that we're in a cave. We want to actually make sure that we resize and rotate a bunch of these so that they all don't look the exact same. Alright, I think I want to build a mega one right here. And this one will actually be touching the ceiling. Oh yeah, we can have one of these mega cones. Oh my days, that goes up. Whoa, that's a big cone. So if we just put this in the center of the two, what if we duplicate that and just whack it on the ceiling? We should get something that looks a bit like a mega one. It looks a bit too smooth in the middle there, I won't lie. But what if we add some just poking out of the middle to make it look less smooth? Also, my camera's having a pain to fit in it. Okay, yep, I think that looks a bit better. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this looks freaking sick. I think what I want to do now is actually place a whole bunch of these rocks down. The default rocks, they just make it look a bit more bumpy, just adds a bit more variety. Simply just placing them here and there, not too many of them, just a few of them, just like that, just a few of them. I just actually want to also add a few of these pointy things onto the ceiling, not a whole bunch, because then the entire cave becomes just so cramped and full of these pointy things. Okay, I think this is looking good, but I mean, if I get rid of this light orb, you can't see anything. I feel like what I should do is actually place a smaller orb, and I've lost the orb. Where the frick's the orb gone? Here it is. Maybe make it so it has a big range, a low brightness. Yeah, a lower brightness is sick. Okay, this is a bit bit weird. Or maybe something like that, just a subtle red. And if we add one to the ceiling as well, like one right there. If we lower this so you can't see it, this is looking actually kind of scary. I love this. And I mean, there's still that weird gap there, but we don't pay any attention to that because you'll never see that. All right, let's check it out on the coaster, shall we? I gotta get on it. I got on it. Let's go. All right, I'm kind of hyped. This is gonna look sick. But here, I need to light up that. That is perfect. Yes, that is sick. I love that. That was so cool. I do need to light up this tunnel though because you can't see anything, which is a shame. So let's light that up real quick. And there we have it. That's lit up. And this is looking pretty freaking scary. I won't lie. I love the stalactites and stalagmites in the ceiling. The tanker in the back's a nice touch. The red lighting really makes it creepy. I also don't know if I told you, but I sort of rusted up his arm to make him look a bit more mechanical. And I also changed his horn a bit red, just a hint of the loot of evil. And I added this like movement animation thing. I don't know if I'll keep it, but let me know. I really enjoyed building this. I thought this would be a massive pain, but it's actually been a massive joy. But I think that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to subscribe. And let me know down below if you have any ideas for what we could do in our winter/dieselpunk area. In the next episode, we are definitely going to have to fix this. Not fix it. We're going to have to build him. This is just a gap. We're going to have to tunnel this up. We're of course going to continue building on our mountain. But that all said, thanks so much for watching. And yeah, see you!